Awesome. So my name is Cam. I'm with Marine Lair. I run the custom channel to help support promo goods for our super soft and awesome apparel. So I thought it'd be helpful to kind of give you all a little background on who we are, what makes us different, because we actually have a pretty unique origin story, especially for the promo space. So essentially about 10 years ago, our founder, Mike, was doing some spring cleaning with his girlfriend, Kelly, in their small San Francisco apartment. And for those who live in SF, very small closets, had to do it pretty often. And sure enough, Kelly came across Mike's favorite old t-shirt. And you can probably already guess the one I'm about to describe, but it has a faded graphic on it, holes in the sleeves. You probably have it from college, but it's the most nostalgic, softest shirt that you have. Sure enough, Kelly took a look at it, was like, Mike, I love you. This has to go, and she threw it away. Don't worry, they ended up getting married, so happy ending there. But what it did was it sent Mike, our founder, on kind of a crazy tangent to be like, why doesn't this t-shirt already exist? Why isn't there something that's so soft, so broken in, that feels like your old favorite, but right out of the gate? And so he actually moved down to LA with the sole purpose of recreating his old favorite t-shirt. He spent the next year meeting with different mills and factories and eventually created what became our signature fabric, which I'll talk about in just a minute. This fabric is a blend of 50% Supima cotton and 50% micromodal. Just a super, super soft, awesome hand feel to it. Lightweight, easy, breathable, and just great. So sure enough, Mike made these shirts. He was down in LA. He's like, all right, I got to get back up to San Francisco. And he said, why not? Why not buy the 69 VW bus on the screen? He bought the bus, driving up the coast from LA to San Francisco, selling t-shirts out of his car. Out of his van, and people were absolutely loving it. So when he actually got back to San Francisco, he's opened up our first pop-up shop on Chestnut Street. Fast forward 10 years later, we just opened up our 46th Marine Lair brick and mortar store across the country. So hopefully in a market near you, and if not, hopefully we will be soon. And so Marine Lair, really, we want to just build a iconic brand that inspires a life of ease. We are very California casual, don't take ourselves too seriously, and just really focus on making absurdly soft and high quality apparel. And it's really important to us to make sure that we're doing all of this great stuff on the apparel side, but more importantly, making sure that we're taking care of our employees, doing what's right for the community, and ultimately, more importantly, what's important for our planet, and why I'm so excited to be here talking in front of you all today. So sustainability, huge part of Marine Lair, who we are. We don't hide behind it. We try and be as transparent as we can about where we are today and where we're going. This is actually a spread in our custom catalog. So it's one of the first things clients will see when you pass along our catalog, just showing how important sustainability is for our brand. We are constantly looking for ways to use kind of these 4 key pillars of sustainability, low impact materials throughout not only our corporate line, but our entire retail businesses line. Retail business as well. We'll talk briefly here just about micromodal and how we use it throughout our custom line. But also, we launched a really cool recycling program called Respun, where we essentially collect old customer tees and turn them back and help recycle those and keep them out of landfills, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes here. But I've mentioned this a few times, our signature fabric. So this is kind of how Marine Lair got started. So this is the fabric blend that Mike created about 10 years ago. It's 50% Supima cotton, so the nicest USA source cotton. And then he blended that with 50% micromodal. And modal actually comes from sustainably grown beechwood trees. Modal traditionally been used in like high-end bath linens, sheets, robes, things like that. You'll find it in a lot of yoga clothing as well. But our founder was the first one to actually blend it into basics, into tees and hoodies, and you'll see it actually throughout our entire custom line. Not only from everything on the screen, but a few products that I'm gonna highlight as well. And the really cool thing about modal is it truly starts as a tree. We grind that wood down into a pulp, which extrudes into a fiber, and then pulls that into the yarn, which ultimately turns into the fabric, which is then blended with our Supima cotton. So the first thing I want to talk about is really what makes Marine Lair different. One of our programs is called our custom color program. So we can actually take we have 5 different of these sustainable tee silhouettes that I just mentioned. We can take these tees, PMS match them to any color at 100 piece minimum, and turn it around in about 10 to 12 business days to your decorator. So just a really awesome program, relatively low MOQ and turns for a custom PMS matched, and just something that we've seen do extremely, extremely well for those customers who are particular about their PMS color, or, we have these set up in a lot of store programs as well, so that different buyers can just put in orders for 100 units for their teams or their stores, and have really seen some great traction with this program. So if you have someone you think would be interested, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help out. We also will continue to expand this custom color program as well. We have a new sustainable custom dyed blanket coming soon, hopefully the end of July, early August as well. And so there's one tee style that wasn't in the screenshot that I just wanted to call out. It is our signature custom dyed long sleeve. Again, I've seen some really nice movement on this piece, made with our signature sustainable cotton modal fabric blend. All of our tees are made in the US, can be PMS matched any color. Net blank at 100 units is $22.50. MSRP is $48, and these are available unisex, extra small to 3XL. The next product I wanted to highlight is our afternoon hoodie. If you walk away from anything from this meeting, don't forget about the afternoon hoodie. This is by far our #1 bestseller. Just continues to crush it for us. It features that same signature sustainable cotton modal fabric blend, but it's fleeced on the inside. It's your perfect lightweight 3-season hoodie. I have one here at the office, one in my bag, and one at home. They're made in the US. As mentioned, it's definitely our #1 bestseller. Retail price, net blank, $40 to you all. Anything stocked will just have a 12-unit MOQ, and all of our stocked hoodies have a women's companion piece as well. So you're looking at a 40 net blank, retails for $98. And then the top 3 colors, black is definitely our #1 bestseller. We have asphalt gray and faded navy. And then we're very excited for this year to have our new sage green and true navy colors below, which have already off to a great start. The next style, let's say you want to get rid of the zip and just go with a nice pullover. Perfect option for you. The Sunset Pullover hoodie, it's that same signature sustainable cotton modal fabric blend, even a little bit lighter weight than the afternoon hoodie, kind of your perfect fall summer option. Made in the US as well. Net blank 38, retails for 88. And then we've had the black and the asphalt gray, and then adding this new colorway that you're seeing, true navy, to the line as well. All of these have men's and women's companion pieces. The next hoodie, and we're kind of continuing to go up in weight here, is our signature lined hoodie. This piece is awesome, really unique and special to Marine Layer. It's made with that same signature cotton modal fabric, but what's really cool is that it's actually fleeced, it's actually lined on the inside, completely cuff to cuff, with our signature sustainable jersey tee fabric. So, we have actually 2 colorways available. It's a black with black lining, and then a true navy with asphalt gray, heavier weight, made in the US, men's and women's companion piece, retails for $145, and net blank is $64. But just can't go wrong if you are looking for a little bit heavier hoodie here as well. The next item I wanted to share is our Respun Pocket Tee. So this is actually made with 40% recycled polyester. It has some really cool visual appealing to it with the neps for just a little added visual interest and that vintage look. Net blank, you're looking at 20, retails for 45, and we do have this available in extra small to 3XL as well. So you can always go to our website, marinelayer.com/custom, to find any additional on-model shots, as well as the commonsku and commonsku collections as well. The last piece I just wanted to talk about here is our signature lined blanket. Just an awesome piece. It's made with actually our mock twist Sherpa fleece on the outside fabric, and it's actually lined in the same way the lined hoodie is, completely with our sustainable tee fabric. So 2 different fabrics sewn together just for an ultra soft hug. As you can see from the great model on the right, these are just really great work from home gifts, holidays, special events. I'm sure you all can relate how nice it is that these are sizeless, so it makes it really easy for fulfillment as well. So we have some great stock, and we'll be loading up in the holiday as well. And then, as mentioned, bringing in the custom colored version in the next month or so as well. So after reviewing those products, just the last few minutes here, I just wanted to focus on overall sustainability, our efforts as a company, where we are now and where we're going. Marine Layer in general, as I mentioned, just tries to be as transparent as possible about where we stand and are truly committed to having a positive impact on both our planet and community. So we're going to try and make our products in the best possible ways. This is actually our sustainability report that I included in this presentation. You can go directly on our website and check it out as well. But I've pulled a few screenshots that we can talk about here. Kind of one more light to our respun program, just can really find this program. Essentially, we want to help these out of landfills. So we're committed to keeping these landfills, collecting the tea, end up recycling them, using that fabric, donating that fabric, so that they don't end up in landfills, and we can truly help keep this planet in a better place. So it's been an amazing program for us. In the few years it's been up and running, we've collected over 250,000 shirts from our customers, just either dropping them off at these mailboxes in our stores across the country, or simply sending them in to us as well. So just a really cool program. We're going to continue to expand it as well. So these are all screenshots that can be found on our sustainability report. Really wanted to highlight kind of these 4 main buckets. Obviously, being able to use these low impact materials and fabrics that we've been talking about through this presentation, like cotton dowel, recycled polyester as much as we can, and being really transparent with not only our clients, but our customers as well. Here's where we stand. We're at about 40% of all of our products are made with using a sustainable material. By the end of 2022, we really want to get that up to 60%, continuing to use transparency to hold us accountable, to make sure we're doing the right things moving forward. That goes not only with our product, but as far as our supply chain, making sure all of our vendors have signed our code of conduct, are using third-party audits like WRAP and Intertech to make sure that all of our manufacturing partners are as ethical and safe as possibly can be, and doing things the right way for the planet. The last few here is just recycling and reselling. Obviously, I mentioned our Respun program, collecting over 250,000 teas diverted from landfills, which is just awesome. And then, this program is here to stay. So hopefully by the end of 2022, we'll be up to 350K and continuing to expand the program beyond just teas, as I've mentioned. And then lastly, just giving back to our community. Constantly something we think about and trying to support these efforts. So you can see a few of the partners we've worked with on our Giving Tea, where we actually donate a portion of the tea sold directly to these campaigns. Looking back at 2020, donated a little over 130,000 teas, 130,000 K, and about over 10,000 teas through these partnerships. So really important to us as well. And then lastly, very exciting to say that we're on the path to become a official certified B Corp. So very excited for those next steps, but obviously we'll take a little bit of time to get there. And lastly, our stores. So as I mentioned, we do have an awesome brand presence, 46 Marine Layer brick and mortar stores across the country. So check it out. Hopefully there's one near you that you could see if you haven't been to one yet. And then, in our stores, using paperless receipts, reusable bags, respun mailboxes, and of course, donating our damages. When we look at what's next, putting light sensors in the stock rooms, taking back all types of respawn, and then obviously continue to push forward our recycling efforts. So that brought us just about to time, excuse me, but I'll go ahead and answer any questions, and you can also find our commonsku collection right here, or check out our custom collection on marinelair.com/custom. So I think I lost you at all. Yes, sample policy, we do charge first column pricing for samples. Feel free to reach out to custom.orders@marinelair.com, can help answer any questions. We do not decorate, we just ship blanks, so can send them to any decorator of your choice. We also have a lot of recommendations in the Bay Area that we'd be happy to do as well. I'm just trying to look through any of these questions. Larger sizes, we're continuing to try to expand our sizes, and if, excuse me, if we're actually cut and sewing the order from scratch, we could look at scaling out those sizes as well. All right, well, thank you everyone so much for taking the time. Hope you have a great rest of the product summit. Thank you, commonsku team, for having us, and feel free to reach out to myself, cam@marinelair.com, or our custom channel, custom.orders@marinelair.com. Thanks so much.